For the next part of Word Project 4, we're going to work with page 2, this list of bulleted items, and format this in a couple of different ways. The first thing they want us to do is change the order of these. So if you highlight a bulleted list, they just want to let you know that you can sort this by paragraph, and this sorts it alphabetically. So that gets it in the order in the book. Now the next thing it wants to do is each of these headings, they want us to have a particular style. So I'm going to highlight the first one. And one thing that's kind of tricky with using a mouse is you may have trouble or it may jump. We don't want to include the colon. So one way to do that is I'm actually going to hold down Shift and use my keyboard and arrow keys. And that lets you go character by character to highlight. Now if I right click, or actually go to styles, I'm sorry, they want us to choose the intense style. Now you can do that for the rest of those if you want, that's fine. Another way they mention in the book, and it's kind of a neat option, is using the format painter. And what that means, if I have some text highlighted with a certain font style, color, italicized, boldness, whatever the format is, I can use the format painter, click on that, and then use a brush to paint over top of it. Now the trouble here also may be that this jumps with your mouse. If you double click on your format painter, you can actually keep doing that. But again, you see my problem is I'm not getting everything because my mouse jumps. So just to be the extra careful person that I am, I'm going to use my keyboard and I'm going to set it up this way. Styles. Because I want it to be accurate. I want it to be right. Now if you do include the colon, I'm not going to take off points and make it sound like it's incorrect or you fail. But it is interesting. I just want to note that this is how they have you do this. I'll also mention this. If you don't want to right click or you don't want to use the little small menu down there, up here at the top you can also use your styles under the home tab. It's available in there as well. And of course I forgot to do rental, but we have that there. So that gets all of the bulleted items style set. The other thing they have us do is they change the bullet from a dot to something else. And you can do this by highlighting the bulleted items. Choose the bullet button, it's under the home ribbon. And I actually did this earlier, but I'll show you how I got here. You can define a new bullet. And there's a number of different bullets you can use, but for this project they want you to go to Picture. And under Clip Art they want you to put Pillow. And you obviously need to be connected to the internet to do this. Choose that picture, and that will replace your dot as your bullet with a picture. So do you need to have that exact picture? No. Again, I'm not going to take off points for that, but just want to note that that's the way the book has theirs done. Okay, the next part I'm gonna get into is under the recreation area, and this is kind of a similar idea, but what we're going to do in this place is we actually have to take some time and type in some items, some numbered or ordered items. So under recreation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this and kind of show you a couple tricks and then leave the rest to you to do because it can be a little time consuming and you don't want to watch me do it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to type some recreation ideas. I'll type canoe. Hit enter. Notice it has a 2 come up. I'm going to show you how to change this in a minute. 3 mile or 10-mile trip. Next is rent a canoe, kayak, or a tube. oops, September 30th. Okay, now I'll start the next group, and you can do this a number of different ways. You can do it, type all your ordered items down and then manipulate it, or do it as you do it. That's fine. But what I want to show you is I'm looking in the book under Canoe. These three items are not 2, 3, and 4, but they're actually A, B, and C that are indented. So I'm going to highlight these three items, and on my home ribbon there's an indent button. So I can hit the indent button and it will indent those. Now some of these others you may need to actually, I'll just do this but bring it back, need to indent a couple times. You can also use the button beside it to go to decrease the indent. So you can do this to complete the list under recreation, and again, that's kind of time consuming, and you don't want to watch me do all that. But those are the tricks to get that portion complete.